And I'm like, how are you gonna bring back these xenomorphs where they stick to your face, they shove eggs down your throat, and then an alien busts through your chest? And that's what you want to bring back to Earth? I don't understand the logic there.
Just tell me one thing, Burke. You're going out there to destroy them, not to bring back, but to wipe them out.
That's the plan.
Aliens.
All right, y'all, so I'm going back down memory lane, another retro review, this time talking about Aliens. This may be a hot take because I think this is my favorite James Cameron movie ever. Now, I love T2. I'll put T2 and Aliens 1 and 2. All right. But I don't know. I gotta say Aliens, man. Now, T2 is probably the best sci-fi action movie ever made. But Aliens to me is like the greatest sci-fi action horror joint ever made because there's horror in this movie. There's a whole shitload of action, and it's sci-fi like a motherfucker. So yeah. Got special guests. I'm being joined by Darnell from Rejected Heroes Media. He's going to be joining me. Took me 2 years to get this cat to watch this movie because he hit me up a couple years ago after watching Prey and was like, hey, bro, I'm watching the first Predator. And I'm like, well, yo, that means you got to watch Aliens as well because Aliens and Predator go together like peanut butter and jelly. You say you never seen Aliens. I said, well, bro, what you waiting for? But, in all fairness, at the time, I don't think it was on any streaming platform, which is stupid to me. So finally got on Hulu. I said, bro, you're watching this. You're welcome. And then we're going to talk about it. So I'm going to get to his thoughts in a second. So, yo, I love this film, y'all. And the beauty of it is you don't have to have seen the first one to understand this one. So there's just enough exposition to tell you what happened. Ripley's on a ship. She escaped the clutches of the evil alien from the first movie. So now it's fast forward 57 years later. She gets back on Earth. But guess what? Everything has changed. She had a daughter that's now old and dead. And she has PTSD, trauma like a motherfucker, man. Like, Ripley went through some shit. You know what I mean? And so the only way to get through this, because she can't sleep at night, she's pissing the bed, just all, like, she's all kinds of messed up. And the only way for her to really get over this is she has to go back out there and kill these aliens once and for all and make sure that they're dead. So the plan now is not to go out there and research these things and study these things. No, this time we're going out there to wipe them all out. And guess what? I'm going to send you a whole bunch of badass Marines to help you. That's what they sold her. In reality, business tycoon Paul Reiser has the same plan that from the original movie is, no, we're going to go there and we're going to study them again and bring them back. And they're going to be worth, billions of dollars. And I'm like, how are you going to bring back these xenomorphs where they stick to your face, they shove eggs down your throat, and then an alien busts through your chest? And that's what you want to bring back to Earth? I don't understand the logic there, but whatever. So now we get to space. We got these badass Marines led by Corporal Hicks, Michael Biehn, and also the standout of the movie, Bill Paxton as Hudson. And whenever I talk about this movie, that's the guy that I quote the most. Bill Paxton is the man. I love this dude, man. He starts out all like, yeah, we're badasses, man. We're a bunch of roughnecks. And then once that attack happens, where all the aliens take all the Marines out, this isn't happening, man. This isn't happening, man. I don't know if you've been keeping up with current events, but we just got our asses kicked, pal. Game over, man. Game over. Shout out to Bill Paxton, man. Rest in peace. So, yeah, and Darnell, before you, because I know you're about to ask the question, but I'm going to answer the question before you ask the question. You asked, why is it that it was more acceptable for women to lead and to be badasses back then, whereas now it's frowned upon? I think it's so much frowned upon now because it's so in your face and on the nose, It's like now they have to emasculate men to make women powerful. And back then they didn't have to do that. Nobody in Aliens had to be emasculated. Even Hudson with his scary ass. Hudson was still a man about his. He was just, he was freaked out like how Ripley was in the first movie because he's never seen nothing like that before. So now he's got trauma. But Hicks was in her corner. She depended on these Marines to help her. You know what I mean? So, and she had an arc where she had to find her strength and finally stand up to these things. She wasn't always like that. Same as Sarah Connor in the first Terminator movie. She was a timid waitress who, after being with Kyle Reese, learned how to be a badass, and then she was able to hold her own because she had no choice but to hold her own. Whereas now you have to cut the Hulk's nuts off to make She-Hulk look good, and then Captain Marvel constantly has to say, "Yes, I'm woman, I'm powerful, I'm strong." You know, don't worry, she's got help. You know, and all the women get behind her, and they all have this badass moment like, get the fuck out of here. But anyways, before I get to the rest of my thoughts, I could talk about Aliens all day. Darnell, take the floor, bro. What did you think about Aliens?
Get away from her, you bitch! Love that line. What's going on, YouTube? Everybody, hope you guys have an amazing week. Shout out to my brother Rashad. We're teaming up for another movie review collaboration. Long time. I know this is not usually we do the Nightmare on Elm Street stuff. But this time, I'm giving you some Alien stuff because it was like, yo, you ever seen Aliens before? And I was like, nope. Because there's a lot of things I just don't watch. But I just got done watching Aliens, plural. So now I'm just going to on camera and give you my thoughts on what I thought about it. And I thought it was pretty kick-ass sci-fi movie. Like I said off the jump, I've never seen Aliens, Alien Resurrection, even though I heard that. I'm glad I didn't see that one. Most I seen was that Prey movie a year ago or so. That counts, right? No, that's Predator. Getting it mixed up. Watching Aliens, I was just like, it's really kick-ass, good time with the movie and stuff like that. I'm not telling you nothing that you probably haven't seen before. I'm sure everybody, all two people that are over the age of 15 have not seen this movie. And I'm one of them. I have a better appreciation for the sci-fi genre and also for what it means for, like, you know, women back in the day. They was really kicking ass. Sarah Connor and Ripley with Sigourney Weaver. I'm just like, if this movie was made in 2023, why more people be like, oh, why are women in our lead movies and shit just taking over? And it's all about the men, testosterone and shit. Clearly they was carrying the 80s on their back because these two girls were awesome. In a nutshell, what I took away from Aliens is that pretty much I never saw the first Alien, so I was glad I was able to watch this movie and not be like, I don't know what the hell's going on, because it pretty much is just like it opens up with Ripley. She's on the ship or whatever. She woke up from hypersleep 57 years ago. I guess 57 years after the first Alien. I don't know. I'll go back and watch that after this video. Maybe. More or less, she meets up with this asshole shithead white dude or whatever. Is always one in every movie. And they're pretty much like, okay, him and this fucking sci-fi commando elites are going to go down to this planet because there's a bunch of other aliens and stuff down there, whatever they think. And they just like, instead of just dropping a bomb on it, they're like, let's just go down there and just see what's going on. And then, of course, once one alien pod opens up, facehugger, which funny, there were a lot of facehuggers, but nobody was hugging faces. Man, I do watch the first one. I was just like, man, just the thing right on your face. It was, more or less, aliens are killing off the people one by one till Sigourney Weaver finds, what's her name, Newt, little cute Newt. Even though I'm just like, there was a point where Newt got captured by the aliens, and I would have been like, Newt, you are a treasured memory. Ripley gets in her fucking mech suit with her fucking pulse rifles, goes down there and saves Newt, facing off against this big ass alien queen. When I was just like, when I first saw it, I was like, that thing's gross. Just to see like the eggs, and then you see like, and of course she says the line, you know, when the alien queen chases after her shit in the elevator and they get away, you think everything's cool, whatever. My man gets sliced in half. Holy crap! Just alien just slices him in half, and she says the famous line, "Away from her, you bitch!" And Sigourney Weaver shoots the thing out of an airlock, even though I'm kind of like, this part where I kind of suspend my disbelief, because I was like, I'm pretty sure that airlock would have sucked her out too, especially with the alien holding on to her. But it's a sci-fi movie. Thus the day is saved, and the movie just kind of ends on a happy note. That's how they did it in the 80s. Anyway, I had a good time watching Aliens. It was a pretty fun sci-fi movie. Thank you, Shaw, big bro, for recommending this movie. If you haven't seen it, all two of you, check it out. It's on Hulu. I think they're all on Hulu, so yeah. Aliens, good time.
My man, I was a little nervous, bro. I get nervous sometimes when I share my favorite movies with my friends because I'm sensitive about my shit. So if Darnell would have went on there and took a crap on it, I would have got offended, because what's not to like about this movie? This film had it all, from the acting to the action set pieces to the way Cameron shot this thing, the practical effects, the Queen Alien. You gotta think, this is 1986. This is before CG. I'll put the practical effects in this movie up against anything right now. Like, what you want to do? I dare you. You know what I'm saying? I dare you to say that anything dwarfs the effects in this movie. You know, this film does not show his age. Like, that queen was, I mean, come on, man. Sitting there shitting them eggs out, gets her from there all slimy and stuff, and, you know, the walk that she had. And Darnell, you also asked the question earlier, bro. You said, how did the alien get on the ship after I said, listen, these things are roaches, okay? This may sound gross, but some of y'all have roaches growing up, okay? I can't explain how a roach crawls into an unopened bag of Frosted Flakes, and the bag is sealed, and the roach was still able to get inside there. Okay, then when you pour the cereal out, you got a frosted roach that falls into the bowl of cereal. Okay, the roaches, you just can't explain. You just have to go along with it. So yeah, Sigourney Weaver, Oscar-worthy performance in this film as Ripley, one of the most memorable, not just female characters, but just character in movie history. Total badass. And even Vasquez. All right, everybody talks about Ripley, but people forget about Vasquez. Vasquez was no joke either. And she was played by, I think her name is Julie Goldstein. And so yeah, a little fun fact for you. Vasquez was played by a Jewish former bodybuilder. She was a Jewish former bodybuilder turned actress. And I guess she played brownface and played Vasquez. So that's a little fun fact for you. So yeah, all the Marines get wiped out. It's now up to Ripley and Newt to take these things down, and there's a final face-off between Ripley and the Queen. And Darnell, you said it in the intro of your video. I told you, you're welcome, man. One of my favorites, my favorite James Cameron joint. All right, that's it, and that's all. Where am I at? Don't want to lose nobody here. All right, so yeah. With that being said, I give this movie an A plus. You know, that final face-off, that final face-off when the aliens cut the power, and they were like, they cut the power. How can they cut the power, man? They're animals. And I remember first watching that and being scared because it's like they're reading the meter thing, right? You hear the thing beeping, and you're like, where the fuck are, like, where are they? And your boy's like, 6 meters, man. 4. What the hell? That can't be this inside the room. And they were up there the whole time. And when they came crashing down and they had that final shootout, I get chills even just talking about it, yo. I love this joint. This movie is Alien on fucking cocaine and speed and crystal meth at the same time, man. Just a crazy ass good time. But I see, a lot of, some film buffs, some really film enthusiasts say no, but Alien was the more masterful film. It was, it represented horror. It was a slow burn, but it was a burn that built to the suspense and the intensity that followed. And the fact that you barely saw the alien just added to the horror. It was Jaws in space, and it was brilliant. All right. I thought Alien was all right. It was all right to me. I could see that movie putting the average person to sleep. Look, if you have a problem with pacing of the 80s movies, okay, Alien will put you to sleep. I guarantee you. That's it, and that's all. So, Darnell, thank you for joining me in this video. If you haven't already, subscribe to his channel, Rejected Heroes Media. He watches movies 2 years before they come out. So if you want to get a super early review, check him out. He got you. The link will be in the description. And thank you for joining me on the review. Glad you enjoyed the movie. Have y'all seen Aliens? What is your favorite Alien movie? Resurrection does not count. 3 can kick rocks. To me, it's this 1 and 2. And AVP was a guilty pleasure. That's it, and that's all. Thank you all for watching. Rashad G signing out. See you in the next video.